You know, recently there's been a lot of controversy surrounding the actions of someone I've done a couple of commentaries on. Someone by the name of DesolatorMagic, who gave my channel its first taste of Magic the Gathering content since I was actually above 100 subscribers. To be honest, I, for the most part, didn't really care about all this hate he was getting. That being said, knowing that I'm someone he would likely call out by name in that video, I watched his little hater rant. He talked about how people made fun of him for being autistic and tried to get his channel shut down by underhanded means. And you know what? I agree with him on his stance on those issues. He shouldn't have to put up with that, and he was right to report the people who did it. Now, as for one claim he made in that video, the one about how he only blocks people who are being dickheads and not people who leave reasonable criticisms, and he only goes after people who actually attack him. That's where he got me involved, because I have the evidence to back up my claims, unlike he does. In fact, I even attempted to leave this comment right here, just in case he may have realized he was acting in an unreasonable fashion in the initial scenario and decided to lift that little ban on me leaving comments on his videos. Now, if you look on that hater video, you will not see this comment. However, I don't think it's because I was actually banned from leaving the comments, because the very same day I took that screenshot, I took a much more telling screenshot from my notifications. And I went to both of these videos. The comment is not there because within that 7 hours between me making that screenshot and, actually him posting the comment, he deleted the comments. Of course, one of those videos is documentation of him leaving a rather similar comment on a video and me being able to screen cap the notification despite him almost immediately deleting the comment. So let's just say he's got a history of doing this. But let's focus on what he's actually doing here. I'll leave a link to a playlist of every video I've made regarding DesolatorMagic and let you judge for yourself how much of my content is inaccurate garbage and whether I was really attacking him or not. And if you feel I was, then by all means, call me out on it. But other than maybe the video that he calls petty whiny bullshit, when all I did was show his own petty whiny bullshit, I don't think I was really that harsh with him. But to really get a full understanding of what's going on, we need to go further back. Back to the comment I alluded to in the first image I posted. So let's go into that comment chain, shall we? So here's the comment chain in question. I ask for proof of something official from Wizards that indicates one thing and not the other. That doesn't really sound mean, does it? Just sounds like me wanting him to back up what he claimed in the video. And Desolator's response to this reasonable request and empirical evidence that indicates there's no precedent to show that this is a safe assumption? It's on their website. I looked all over Wizards' website and I couldn't find a damn thing. And in fact, he says it's titled the promotional tour in all documents, but all the documentation I found on the events simply refers to them as the Pro Tour. I mean, if it's in so much documentation as he claims, that it should be easy for him to be able to find the documentation it's on and link it to me to prove his point, right? That's all I was asking for, evidence to back up his claims. I wasn't calling him names, I was just asking him to back up his point, and that's it. Then we got some asshole talking about corporate brainwashing when what we're debating is the official name of the event, so clearly we're talking about what they call it, the corporation calls it. So corporate brainwashing really has nothing to do with whether or not I can understand that or not. I get miffed at that person, and only that person, mind you, and try to talk about the actual topic. Then Desolator asks me to prove the negative, thus shifting the burden of proof from himself onto me. I call him out for shifting the burden of proof, because he was the one making the positive claim here. And then he calls me arrogant and whiny. There's that word again, whiny. He then told me to go be a moron someone else. First of all, great English, good job. But wait, the story doesn't end there. So, at this point, you should probably go watch Boon Canon number 12, which is the first video in the provided playlist. I actually uploaded that video a while before this, but it wasn't on this video anyway. The video I was covering was his crazy idea about taking lands out of MTG, in which I debunk his points about other games not having mechanics that are similar to lands, and his proposal for a form of magic that puts the lands in a separate deck, or just gives you mana every turn. And yes, I am fully aware that he wasn't saying that Wizards should adopt this as new rules for the game or anything like that, but he did propose for people to try it out, and I just pointed out why it would not work. I don't see anything wrong with providing a counter opinion, but apparently when DesolatorMagic told me to go be a moron someone else, apparently I'm not allowed to be a moron on my own channel either. I apologize for not having screenshots from during the incident, but what I've got tells you everything you need to know. So his first comment is what I just debunked, followed by telling me I'm not funny. You know, when you tell me my channel is awful and that none of my jokes are funny and give me no feedback on how I could be funnier, that tells me that the only reason you're saying it is because of the fact that the video is on you or someone you like. So I'm definitely not going to take that seriously. Or take it as I put it, nice ad hominem. Then he notes that he wanted to copyright claim my video, but couldn't because he'd need to give his real name. Gee, it's almost like that's a legal action. He also claims that the content owner's opinion is solely what matters when it comes to fair use. Yeah, okay, tell that to a judge. But he reported the video for bullying and linked it to his fans. That'll sure show me. Yeah, considering my negative review of a Fifth Harmony song with 1/10 of viewership has more dislikes and the same number of people leaving negative comments, namely 1, yeah, sending that shit to your fans really worked out well for you, buddy. I mean, how pathetic is it when you admit to trying to send your fans on a witch hunt and the only one running down the hill with a pitchfork and a torch is your sorry ass? Then he says that me using his fucking name in my video title, in the title of my video, you know, in an effort to inform people who I am talking about before they click on the video, is somehow impersonation. Some other people decide this is a good place to shitpost because clearly that's what DesolatorMagic is doing right now, and I point out that he's acting like famous game company Digital Homicide. So, there you go. Desolator blocking someone for providing reasonable critique and attacking someone for even so much as talking about him in a negative light. Now, of course, it's very possible that Desolator's playing the controversy game. As Alpha Investments so eloquently put it in the comments to Desolator's video on him, controversy promotes growth. So, please, Desolator, find this video. Leave all your little comments. Delete them immediately if you want to. I don't really fucking care. I'll still be able to document it. But just know this. If you want to play the controversy game with me, I can play the controversy game with you. And I have news for you. You think you're good at drumming up haters and growing your profile from it? Well, I know how to end motherfuckers that cross me. I would tell you to ask Corey Margera, but I think I've made my case.